Hello everyone, this is Philip from pantechelearning and I welcome you all for engage your learning experience with pantechelearning anytime, anywhere and any places. We are always supporting to the students in a technical way. What is our main vision? We are going to help 10 million students to learn the technical knowledge by the easy way. And I welcome you all to today's session of Machine Learning Masterclass. In this particular session, we are going to discussing about regression problem based projects. Okay, so nowadays we are going to discussing about the regression problem based projects only we are discussed, right? So today also we are going to discussing about the same problem, like this regression problem. So what is our target today? In the sense, gold price prediction by using the machine learning algorithm. Okay, so normally we were discussing about that house price prediction and electricity price prediction and also the car price prediction, this and all the same concept. Today also we are going to discussing about the same concepts. That means the product is a different, gold is a one of the richest property in current scenario right now. So most of the people invest this particular property to develop and this and all. This is the most important property right now. For example, land is the most important property, house is the most important property. In the same thing, the gold also most important property, because of it will be actually decide the economy of countries based. So worldwide, this is the most richest property, right? So every countries are decide this is most important property. They are investing so much of things to this particular property, right? Say this particular property will decide the country's economy status. How we can predict that? Because of each and every day the price will be increase and decrease. Price will be increase and decrease based on the this kind of the things, certain values. But how we can predict that? How we can predict that? Once you want to predict that, in the sense you need the particular expert to predict that. But now when you are going to go with the technology, when you are going to getting into the technology, that the technology can predict that. So by using the machine learning technology, that can be possible to predict the gold price each and every day and also the every seconds. Okay, this is very important things. When you are going to apply that, in the sense, this is major things to predict that. Okay, right. So without delay, I'm going to enter the topic, today's topic. Right. So what is the basic introduction about this particular topic? The gold price prediction. That is the most important thing. Actually, the price of the gold is a plays the major role in mandatory as well financial system. That already I said to you, right? So this is the most important property for the people right now. Most important property, like land, like house, this is the most important property actually. And this forecasting the upcoming intensity of the gold prices and also valuable metals will be helpful for investors, and also many of the manager avoid choosing when they are applying this commodity. What is that meaning exactly? In the sense, they are investing too much of money to this particular things. They are investing. Okay, they are investing and getting the a profit of this. This is the most important things. In all over world, they are utilize the gold as an important property for deciding the country's economy. Once it is going to be deciding the country economy, in the sense the most important for our country, the most important for our state, the most important for our people value things. So that time we need to concentrating on the particular things of this. This is completely financial status. So once you are going to, preferable for the gold price prediction, in the sense we need to evaluate and we need to monitor every second. It is possible. Is it possible for the human? No, we can use the technology that will be predicted very well 100% when compared to the human. Hope you guys are understood about it. Okay, right. So in all over world, they are utilizing the gold, gold treasury as means to manage fluctuation and also thought and their economy stands during this procedure. So we need to predict that the gold rate, we need to predict that has becoming a biggest issue nowadays. Once it is going to be reduced, in the sense we need to predict, don't invest when the gold price will be reduced. In the sense the system will be suggest how it will be suggest. We need to predict that based on the certain criteria, based on the data features, the gold price will be increase or decrease. That we need to do. Then only we can invest or not, we can decide. When you are going to invest the particular money on this particular gold, in the sense that time it is suddenly going to reduce, in the sense where is the property, where is the profit, it is getting down and you getting the losses from that. So that is the unwanted thing. So if initially we need to predict, yeah, this kind of the condition will be there for the different data features. Based on the particular features, yes, the computer will say yes, definitely it will become with a 5% of profit or good percentage of profit. That time only you can invest, and also the system, the model will suggest to you, you can income, you can invest to on the gold right now. In every countries, they are investing too much of money on this particular property, because of this is very important to decide our country financial status. That is very important. Okay, so the machine learning technology has helped to predicting a gold price prediction for the upcoming price rise. Okay, right. So what is our main objective of this particular project? In this particular project, we are going to build a model for gold price prediction by using the random regression. That is the one kind of the algorithm for the regression problem that will be predicted the upcoming price of the gold based on the certain criterias. That's very important. The rate will be increased, the rate will be decreased. If you doesn't know about, in the sense, if you want to go to invest that, in the sense, if it is the rate will be high, in the sense we can invest, then only you can get the profit. Am I right? Otherwise, it is not profitable. The price will be going down. For example, tomorrow will be a different rate, today will be a different rate. That prediction we need to understand. Then only we can invest a certain money on that particular gold. Okay, so what is our main objective? This particular project will build a model for gold price prediction by using the random regression that will be predicted, that is upcoming price of the gold. This will be more helpful for finding the financial status, and it will be decide the financial status of the country as well. Okay, right. What are the project actions we are going to follow today? Already we know that. So what is the machine learning actions? So what is that exactly? Data collection. What is our target? Gold price prediction. Once you are choosing that particular target, we need to collecting the data for that particular target. Past target, that is continuously increasing and continuously reducing. This kind of a status we need to know. We need to collecting, because of we need to train a model. After that only the system will predict the price will be increased or not. Today the price will be like this. Tomorrow the price will be like this. 1 gram nearly 4,500 rupees or 5,200 rupees. How it can be possible? How the computer can decide with the help of the machine learning algorithm. So the data collection is the most important things to train a model. So without the data, we can't do anything to train a model. So already we know that, right? So once you choosing that particular target, we need to collecting the data from the different sources to train a model. Once you collecting this particular data, we need to making the proprietary data to creating a training data as well as the testing data to train a model. Once you are going to getting into the data processing, that will be making to help to cleaning the data and proprieting the data. So what is the meaning of the data? Cleaning data. Is there any null values? We need to clean it up. Is there any null values? We need to clean it up all the things, or otherwise we need to imputation of all the things. That means handling the missing values with the help of the imputation as well as the dropping system. That is nothing but the data processing. It is actually known as the data pre-processing or data proprieting. Once the data is proprieting, in the sense, next we need to separating the data into the independent data as well as the dependent data. That means the independent data is assigning to the X variable, dependent data is assigning to the Y variable. Once you separating these kind of the variable, after that we need to splitting the data for testing as well as the training with the help of train test split function. To passing this particular value to that particular system. That means independent as well as the dependent. The train test split function will help to do that, to creating a training data as well as the testing data. Then once you created the training data, in the sense, after that we need to creating the algorithm with the help of the random regression. That is also one kind of the algorithm from the supervised machine learning problem based regression. We can create a model by using the random regression. Once you're creating a model, we need to train the model with the help of the dot fit function to passing the X train as well as the Y train. That is nothing but training data. Once the training process is completed, we need to getting into the evaluation process. That will be help to calculating the accuracy score or performance of the value. That means based on the percentage. Once the trained is completed, when you are going to feeding the new data to the system, train the model. What is that? With the help of random forest regression. New data feeding into the random forest regression trained model. That particular trained model analyzing the new data, then it will be predicted the price based on the certain criteria of the data features. Today, it will be the price will be 4,700 rupees 1 gram. How it can be predicted? The system can predict with the help of trained model. This trained model will be trained before. We trained already based on the certain actions. That means the data collection, data processing, training and testing data, and also the training a model. After that, the predicting the prices. This is the way to predict the the gold price prediction with the help of random forest regression. These all are the project's actions, right? So without delay, I'm going to getting into the what is the meaning of the random regression. That's very important actually. Before that, I will be tell you one thing. If you guys are really like the session, means don't forget to hit the like button. If you're giving the likes in the sense, that will be more encouraging for me. And also the way of presentation you liked means, and also this live session in the sense you liked very much in the sense, please hit your like button and also mention in the comment box. Mention your feedbacks too. That will be more encouraging and also that will be more helpful to continue the session. Okay, right. Now I'm going to getting into the random regression algorithm. So actually the random regression algorithm is a supervised machine learning algorithm. This will be majorly helpful for regression as well. So that here we need to understand the three different terms: decision tree, ensemble learning, and bootstrapping. First, what is the meaning of the decision tree? So it's one of the algorithm for the classification problem. But here, the decision trees are used for both regression as well as the classification problem based on the condition. Based on the condition. The yes give one value and also the no given another value. So majorly when you are going to choosing the decision trees in this, based on the certain condition, the output will becomes for the classification problem, these or that, 0 or 1, yes or no, like that it will be displayed. Otherwise, when you are going to choosing the regression problem of the decision tree, that decision tree is used for the regression problem. So once the problem based on the certain condition, yes will be giving the one particular value, no will be giving the one another value. Okay. So what is the meaning of the ensemble learning? It is the process of using multiple models. Okay. Multiple models trained over the sample data. That is ensemble learning. So when you are going to use the random forest in the sense, we are going to collecting the module from ensemble only. This ensemble, actually this ensemble, it is used for, it is the process of using the multiple models to train and we'll get the output from that particular algorithm. Then we are going to evaluate, average calculation. After calculating the average calculation, we need to predict that. So it is the process to using the multiple model to train over the sample data, the average of each model to find a more powerful prediction and also the classification. That is nothing but the ensemble learning. What is the bootstrapping? The bootstrapping is a process of randomly sample selection, data selection. Over given the number of iteration and also the given number of the variable, these results are averaged together to obtain the powerful result. That is nothing but the bootstrap. Okay, bootstrapping. So what is the process exactly? The random regression. The random regression is a supervised machine learning. It is used for the ensemble learning method for the regression. That means it will be giving the output, giving the price of the gold based on the certain criteria. That's very important actually. And it is operates by constructing a several decision trees during the training time and outputting the meaning if the classes or predictions of all the trees. So what is that exactly? You can see here this particular chart. When you are going to apply the data set on the decision trees. Okay, on the random forest, that the particular algorithm. What is the meaning of the random forest? It is consist of multiple decision trees. It is consist of multiple decision trees. When you are going to applying the random sample data on that each and every multiple decision trees, that particular multiple decision trees giving the one particular prediction output. That particular prediction we are going to apply on the average of all the prediction. That particular average prediction will giving the result. Yes, this is the price of the gold. You can see here the tree 1, tree 2 and tree 600, like that you can imagine. So 600 number of the trees will be there. When you are going to applying the data set on this particular decision trees, we are going to selecting the random data to apply on the each decision trees. These each decision trees giving the prediction 1, prediction 2 and prediction 600 till the 600. So each and every trees are giving the prediction. Now we are going to calculating the average of all the prediction. That average giving the one particular output. That is the prediction, the random forest prediction. That prediction is nothing but the gold price prediction. Hope you guys are understood about it. This is the way to random regression working. Okay, so this is the way to this particular algorithm will be work. Okay, right. So hope you guys are understood about the theoretical way. Now I'm going to getting into the coding explanation about it. Initially, just a minute. We need to upload this particular data set. This is the data set name gold price data. So just upload, open it, and it will be uploaded here. You can see it here. After that, we need to getting into the import the necessary libraries. Okay, what is the library we are going to use? Numpy, Pandas, Matplot, Seaborn. So now Matplot is Seaborn will help to visualizing the data. Numpy will help to manipulating and working with the arrays. And Pandas will help to working with the data. That means manipulating the data. So here the train test split function will help to making the training data, testing data. And ensemble learning, the random forest regression is the function, algorithm of the regression problem. This particular algorithm we are going to use to creating a model for this particular task, that is gold price prediction. After that, matrices. So we are going to calculate the R square value. R square value. R square square. We are going to calculate. So this matrix will giving the function of that. So before that, now we are going to getting into the data collection and processing. So gold data, okay, gold data, then pd.read CSV, gold price data set. So once you need to changing the data name here, for example, this is the data set name, am I right? So like this only you can upload it. Actually, I uploaded in a different things. So this is the way you can upload it. Okay, this is the way you can upload it. How we can upload? Actually, gold data is equal to pd.read CSV, then copy the path here and paste it here. Now we need to display the first 5 rows because of the confirmation about this particular data set which is loaded or not. So gold the data.header function will display the first 5 rows. The date will be like this, and also the SPX, GLD, ESO and silver, and also the this is Europe money and US dollar. Okay, this is the dollar. Now the last 5 rows of this particular data, that is dot tailor function, you can see here. This is the last 5 rows. So I'm going to display the number of the rows and also the number of the columns. So gold data dot shape. This is 2290 rows and 6 columns. Okay, and 6 columns. Now getting some basic information about this particular data with the help of the dot info. So date, SPX, and also the GLT, SLV and Euro and USD. So 2290 rows, 6 columns here it will be displayed. And also we are going to checking is there any null values. Once you checking is there any null values, in the sense we need a is null sum of function will displays the length of the null values. So date is equal to 0, sub is equal to 0, and also the GLD is equal to 0. So all the things will be 0. No need to clean this particular data. Okay. After that, getting the statistical measure of the data. getting the statistical measure of the data. How we can do that? With the help of dot describe function, we'll making the statistical report. Count, mean, standard deviations, 25 percentile, 50 percentile, and 75 percentile, and maximum. Now we are going to finding the correlation. So one is a positive correlation, and is a negative correlation. So apply on the correlation of the gold data set. So correlation is equal to gold data dot CORR. Okay. After getting the value of the correlation between the each data types, each data features, constructing a heat map to understanding the correlation. So here the darker value will be a positive and lighter value will be a negative. So SNS dot heat map, then correlation we need to pass it inside the normal parenthesis. The format will be like after point it will be 0, then and the size will be like this, and the C map will be the blues. And you can see here, this is like the correlation between these particular data. The darker value nearly 1, the lighter value nearly like the 2, like that. So this is the negative. Okay. After finding the correlation, we are going to getting into the correlation value of the GLD. So print the correlation of GLD. The value will be like that. The value will be like that. Now we are going to checking the distribution of the gold price. Okay. Now we are going to checking the gold price of the correlation. So now we are going to using the distribution logic. So SNS dot distribution of the gold data of GLD. Then color will be the green, and this will be the distribution. Like this will be the distribution. This is like the density of that. Now we are going to splitting the data to the features and also the target. So X is a independent data, Y is a dependent data. So GLD actually the label data or target data. So X is a independent data, Y is a dependent data. So you should call the gold gold data dot drop of date and also the GLD. It is not necessary here. Now we are going to printing in that 4 things. Okay, 4 things for the 4 things for the SPX and also the USO and silver and also the price. So here the gold prices output, because of this is a regression problem, the output will be like how much and how many based on the data features. Okay, now we are going to splitting into the training and also the testing data. So don't change the format here. Don't change the format here. Xtrain, xtest, xtrain, xtest, ytrain, and also the ytest is equal to train test split. Then X is a independent, Y is a dependent. The test size will be the 0.2. The random state is equal to 2. Okay. Now, once you creating the training data as well as the testing data, we need to creating a model. That's very important actually. Okay, we need to creating a model. That is very important. So regressor is equal to, you can call this particular function where we can get it actually from sklearn.xml, then import random forest regression. Okay, here we need to passing the n estimator is equal to how many trees we need to apply on the particular data. Okay, how many trees we needed to apply. So regressor, the regressor is equal to random forest regressor, then passing the estimated. This is nothing but the number of trees to apply, the data set on this particular decision trees. So regressor, the random forest regressor, then this is the number of trees. Then we are going to training a model. So here the regression, regression dot fit of xtrain and also the ytrain. We need to passing the training data here. The regression dot fit, then xtrain and also the ytrain. Now we are going to getting into the evaluation process. That means accuracy score calculation. Okay, accuracy score calculation. The test data prediction. So test data prediction. So you can call that particular model. Model name is regression. Then dot predict. You have to pass the x test here. So the prediction value will be like this: $126 and $108 and $121 and $168 and $86 and $94, $75, like that. It will be displayed and predicted. Now we are going to calculate the accuracy score on this particular model. How we can do that? So by using the R square will help to display the accuracy score of this particular model. So error score is equal to matrix dot R square, then passing the y test and also the comparing the test data prediction. So print R square error is equal to, this is the square error, nearly it will be getting the 98%. Okay, now comparing the actual value and also the predicted value. See here, the y test is equal to list of y test, then plotting the y test. Okay, plotting the y test, this is the color and this is like actual data, green color. Okay, blue color is the actual, and plotting the testing data prediction, the color will be the green, the label will be like predicted value. So actual value will be the blue and predicted value will be the green. Okay, then title is equal to actual value versus the predicted value. The number of values will be displayed, that is X label. Y label is a GLT, like file, that is gold price. The legend will be like that, and also show. So legend will be displayed these particular things. Blue will be the actual and green will be the prediction. But you can see here, it is like it's spread equally, actual and also the predicted. That means based on this particular data analyzing, data visualization, the predicted and also the actual value will be very similar. Very similar. The trend, okay, the training process is very completed successfully, nearly 98%. So that is the reason the output will be displayed like this. So here most of the things, the green will be here because of the actual value will be hidden. The actual value blue will be displayed the same thing like that. There is no difference between the actual and also the prediction. There is no difference because of it is equally distributed, equally spread for actual and also the predicted. So based on this particular data analyzing, when you are going to see this analyzing this graphical representation, that the particular trained model, actually the predicted value is very accurate because of our accuracy score nearly 98.87%. That means the model performed very well and also the model trained very well. Hope you guys are understood about it. Based on these particular several things, we can predict our gold price prediction. Okay, right. So without delay, I'm going to entering to the my time. I hope you guys are understood about this particular concept, gold price prediction. This is most important thing in a current scenario to predict the gold price prediction. So every day I'm mentioning one motivational quote to all, even me also. When I'm reading this, I feel like very positive. So that is the reason I chosen this one. See, today's motivational quote: we are shaped by our thoughts. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. That's very important. When you are thinking you feel like very down, in the sense you will be going down. You will be very complex in the sense you can't do anything. So here the thinking is very important. You want to make a money, in the sense you will be definitely make a money. Okay. So here we shaped our thoughts and also we become what we think. That's very important actually. What we think, we become. Right? No? So when the mind is pure, when the mind is completely pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. That means when the mind is pure, in the sense the joy follows like a shadow. The joy will be coming with you. The joy will be always be with you. The happiness always be with you. That never leaves you because of your mind is pure, in the sense. Keep your mind in pure because of we shaped our mind thoughts. We shaped our thoughts. We become what we think. So think positive and think positive and think on the happiness, think on the joy. So when the mind will be pure, in the sense, the joy follows like a shadow that never leaves you. It's said by Buddha. Keep your mind in a positive way. Keep your mind in like happiness and be smile and be happy. That's very important. When you're going to move towards the positive, in the sense, the happiness will come. Definitely, the happiness will come. Okay. So what we think, we become. Keep it in your mind. Keep thinking on positive. Okay, right. I hope you guys are understood about this today's concepts. What we discussed today, gold price prediction. So random regression algorithm we are going to use. So collecting the data and properizing the data and splitting the data and also creating the model by using the random forest regression. That particular regression will help to creating a model and training a model. After completing the training, we need to getting into the evaluation process. Here the evaluation process based on the R square score will help to nearly 98.87% it will be given when you are going to finding the actual value. So based on the particular graphical representation, it displays very well. We are going to comparing the actual and also the prediction price, but it is very similar. So that is the reason we can predict very well. Our trained model predict very well. Okay, right. Explore your knowledge with us anytime, anywhere, and any places. We are always here for you to support you. I hope you guys are understood about today's concepts. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow with a different topic and different project in regression program. Okay. So thank you so much. Explore your knowledge with us anytime, anywhere, and any place. What we think, we become. Think positive and be a positive way and be happy always. Thank you so much. Bye bye.